Long ago, in a busy town in Africa, there lived a beggar named Tunde. Staying close to the bus station, he made ends meet by begging passengers for spare food and coins. Each morning, as people rushed by, he would sit with a small bowl and stretch his hand. Tunde noticed a tall, handsome man dressed in agbada get off the train one sunny afternoon. The man's shoes shone, and his watch glistened in the sunlight. Tunde thought, "This man seems wealthy. Let me beg him, he will surely give me plenty." He rushed up to the man and begged, "Please, kind sir, help the poor." But the tall man looked at Tunde and said, "You always ask others, but have you ever given anything to anyone?" Tunde was confused. "Ah, sir, I am just a poor beggar. I have nothing to give. I can only ask." The man shook his head and replied, "Then you have no right to ask. I am a businessman, and I believe in giving and receiving. If you want something from me, you must also give something in return." With that, the man entered the bus and left. Tunde sat on the ground, thinking. The man's words troubled him. "Give and take. But I have nothing to give," he muttered. For 2 days, he thought and thought. Then, on the third day, he saw some bright flowers growing near the station fence. Suddenly, an idea came. What if I give these flowers to people who give me coins? The next morning, Tunde picked some flowers and began his begging. Whenever someone gave him money, he smiled and offered a flower in return. People were surprised but happy. Some even laughed and said, "This beggar is different." Soon, more people began to give him money. They liked his kind heart and the lovely flowers. However, when he did not have any flowers, fewer people gave him coins. One day, the same tall man returned. Tunde ran to him with a big smile and said, "Good sir, today I have something to give you. Please bless me with a coin, and I will bless you with a flower." The man smiled, took a flower, and gave him some money. "Wonderful," he said. "Now you are a businessman like me." Tunde felt something powerful in his heart. He looked up at the blue sky and shouted, "I am not a beggar anymore. I am a businessman." People nearby laughed. Some thought he had gone mad. But Tunde had made up his mind. 6 months later, 2 well-dressed men stood at the same station. One of them looked closely at the other and said, "My friend, do you know me?" The second man shook his head. "No, I don't think so." The first man laughed. "We've met twice. Don't you remember the beggar you once spoke with?" Surprised, the second man said, "Oh, you are the beggar I refused money to once and bought flowers from the second time. But you look so different. What are you doing now?" Tunde nodded. "Yes, I am now a successful flower seller. I travel to many towns to sell flowers. Your words taught me an important lesson. I realized I was not a beggar. I was always a businessman who did not see himself that way. People did not give me coins. Instead, they paid for the flowers I gave them. I used the money I earned to buy more flowers and eventually became a merchant. Today, I run a large flower business because of the rule you taught me that we must give in order to receive. I was never just a beggar." The 2 men shook hands and smiled, and the bus carried them away. And so, dear friends, the tale of Tunde teaches us powerful lessons that can change our lives. Life is not just about taking, it's about giving. When you offer value, the world rewards you in return. Your mindset shapes your destiny. Tunde stopped seeing himself as a beggar and became a businessman. If you change how you see yourself, your life will follow. Your poverty is not in your pockets, it is in your mind. Break those chains. Never despise small beginnings. A single flower grew into a thriving trade. Every big success starts with a small step. Kindness and gratitude open doors. People supported Tunde because he gave them beauty in return. A giving heart attracts blessings. And finally, wisdom can come from anywhere. A stranger's words transformed Tunde's life because he listened and acted. So remember, my friends, the man who plants a seed today will eat fruit tomorrow.